For the things what I think should be improved in health and social care, the things should be improved about to make sure that to give the people all the people, because a lot of people need a type of experience for some other people need volunteering experience for when they're doing their studies as well, they're doing voluntaries as well. Like myself here, I'm interested to do volunteering as well as I'm studying. That gives me as well more detail and more experience for all the things what would be exactly done in studying and to get exactly the things what will be done in the next in the future as well.
Better provisions for carers in the field of housing. Being a single carer, I have no parents, no children or anything like that. I find that when it comes to my housing needs, I'm not classed as a priority. So if there's anything I would want to change, I'd like carers to be given more of a priority on the housing list.
Probably some more nurses and things out on the community.
I'm pretty certain the Labour government would have been a hell of a lot fairer to everybody right across the board and not just picked on the poorest sections of society. If there's one thing I would like to see change more than anything else, just the attitude of the regular man in the street towards the feelings of disabled people, because I don't think they properly understand how desperate the situation not only is now, but it's going to be even worse. It's turning back the social services in this family by 20 years if the Conservatives go ahead with their ideals.
Well, ongoing support from the local authority and realising that how older people are, they're more older generation, people are getting older and living longer, and they're going to need all these services, and some of the services should be provided to them free of charge.
If it were possible, the only thing that I would change would be to be able to get to Bolton Hospital more easily, because it's just too far, it's really quite far from Horwich. And on the bus, for example, it can take up to an hour and a half by the time you've waited for buses and that kind of thing. Although it's good having all those services in place. And if I need referring, sometimes I will go to some Lancashire hospitals, which are actually easier to get to.
Bolton LInks will definitely have a role to play, especially over the next 2 or 3 years, because as the PCT gets faded out, more and more stricter control needs to be asserted, like people like Badge and Links, to make sure that everything is run as smoothly as possible, and not too many people affected in the wrong way. An eye has to be kept on services that the elderly are getting, which Links are intending to do, to make sure that they're not suffering from the cuts as much as it looks as though they may.
I think it's vital, absolutely vital. Yes, people need to know, first of all, what those changes are going to be, if there are going to be any cuts to services. And I think people need to organise and make sure that the services are not cut and that they continue to be as good as they have been for the last 10 or 12 years. It's absolutely essential that we keep those services going.